Hi, VR designer Chris here, and this is a Rocinante ship replica that is being made by Eagle Moss. I know that not everyone was able to get an opportunity to purchase the Kickstarter model of the Rocinante. This might be the next best thing. I would like to note that the build quality doesn't look as refined as the one that we got on the Kickstarter, so please note that, but it is significantly cheaper. It's going for 74 Canadian dollars, which is, I think that's pretty cheap considering the Rocinante model was a lot more than that. So we're going to take a look at the detail here. So one thing that I can note is in the mold, the tiles look a bit, I don't know what I can say, like they're there, but sometimes they kind of blur into other areas, like I can see right here. The turrets look a little blocky as well. I think that would be the best term for it, blocky. I'm not sure if they come off. I don't think they do, like the other model. I can just already see some of the detail. It's there, but it just seems to be lower quality than the one that came with the Kickstarter. Another thing I noticed is that it does not have the landing gear, but it does have the railgun, as we can see right there. It does have the railgun. I wonder if there's a better shot of it. It's kind of hard to see, but it does look like it has the railgun. I'm not 100% sure if it does. Also, I think the color of the drive cone it looks a little off to me as well. It seems interesting because they went with it looks like the season 4 model with the color scheme, but it doesn't have the landing gear, which I find interesting. Maybe it would have been beneficial to do a previous version of the Rossi when it was more of the gas freighter. I don't know, if you're not going to put the landing gear, it doesn't really fit with the Canon, I guess you could say. Just being a little nitpicky, but you know, this is a channel where I talk a lot about the Expanse, so of course I'm going to talk about this. The paint quality, I have to say, actually looks pretty good. Again, guys, we have to consider this for the price. For the price, this isn't bad. I have to say it isn't bad. However, looking at the model that came on the Kickstarter, it's a lot different and lower quality. And one of the things I can tell, again, we were talking about the tiles. The tiles in this model look a bit more pronounced. The one on the Kickstarter, the tiles are a bit more smooth, and the tiles interlock a lot smaller. I'll put a little image up just to see it as a reference. Yeah, and I don't know if it could stand on its tail. It probably, or to stand on its drive cone. It probably can. I would say so. And we can look at some of the information here. It's 8.6 inches long, so it's significantly smaller than the Rossi from the Kickstarter campaign, which is 2 feet long. And it has some information here. I mean, at the end of the day, if you didn't get the Rocinante model, if you found the price to be a bit too steep, for a significantly cheaper price, you can purchase this. And you know what? I do have criticisms about it, but another thing I can say though is, why not? Like, you can own a piece of Expanse paraphernalia, and I think this is one thing that's really cool. Looking at these images, sorry, I just need to interject here. I see some is it blue coloring on the antennas? Looks like some blue coloring. I'm not exactly sure why they went with that. I know a lot of the time you're sort of limited to the amount of colors that you can put on the ship, and I'm very confused why they would just add a hint of blue there. I think having another shade of gray or maybe even silver would have been beneficial. I don't know why there's blue there, so that's a little confusing. Again, I'm not going to call this a horrible thing, and that's because it's cheap. The price is, you can't beat that price, really. The paint detail looks pretty good. It's legible. Again, I don't know if they made the tiles more pronounced because it's smaller, But I definitely think the torpedo bay looks a little weird, this face here. And I'm not sure why where the torpedo came out, why that couldn't be a bit more, like stick out a bit more. And also the tiling here is a bit weird as well. Again, those are my thoughts on this model. It's not the worst, but there's definitely room for improvement. Again, this is not something I control, and it's out of my wheelhouse. I do think it's interesting, and I do think if you want a Rocinante model, this is probably the way to go, because I don't see any other options besides the Kickstarter. Let's see, what else can we look at? Yeah, another thing too. So these supporting bars here don't have a lot of detail on it, but that's okay. Those are things I can overlook. What else? So yeah, they have the shielding on the airlock, which is pretty cool. The Rossi Lady. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this blue is the same blue that they use on the Rossi Lady with the orange and the white. Could be. Anyways, these are my thoughts on the model. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to take a look at it and even purchase it. Again, I'm not opposed to this. I think it's pretty cool, but again, I just showed you my thoughts on it, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's better than nothing, right? And this will be probably available for a while, and they'll make a decent amount of them too. So if you didn't get the Kickstarter Rossi model, this is the next best thing. And yeah, I hope you'd like this video. It was really impromptu video. I do have more content on the way. It's just I've been really busy lately and working on other things too. And there's some big stuff coming soon. So I would love for you guys to stick around to the channel. Maybe subscribe if you find the Expanse stuff interesting. And these are my thoughts on the ship. And if you like this video, you can even check out the unboxing of the Rocinante Kickstarter model. If you like this video, you would definitely like that one, so I would suggest checking that one out. Thank you very much for watching, and peace out.